This historic photo captures a heartfelt moment in 1964 during Che Guevara's official visit to North Korea, showing him in Pyongyang alongside women dancing on an ice rink in traditional Korean attire. Losing one's nose was far more common in the 19th century than we might imagine today. In the 1880s, New York, advanced stages of syphilis often led to the collapse of the nose. In this pre-antibiotic era, infections didn't just ravage bodies, they shattered lives. At a 1964 Beatles concert in Wigan, the reaction of young fans was nothing short of historic. This photo, capturing the peak of Beatlemania, immortalizes the powerful impact of music on youth. This terrifying mask was more than just a costume. It symbolized a spiritual battle. Captured in 1925 in Ulaanbaatar, this photo shows Buddhist monks performing the Tsam dance to drive out evil spirits. At first glance, it might look like a scene of torture, but it was actually a performance. In 1915, at a military camp in France, an acrobat known as the Human Snake showcased his extraordinary flexibility. Even in the midst of war, soldiers could find a moment of laughter through this unusual act. Those subjected to this punishment were expected to remain in the same position for days. In early 1900s China, such public torture served both as a humiliating penalty and a warning to others. With arms tightly bound by ropes and a brace supporting the back, the prisoner was displayed like a motionless statue. It's hard to say if any other soldier received this many kisses in a single day. In 1944, during World War II, John Farnsworth was greeted with affection by actresses in New York, his face completely covered in lipstick marks. This image reveals the lasting marks leprosy could leave on the human body. Taken in 1922, the photo captures the severe physical deformities of the disease's advanced stage and the brutal reality of social exclusion. Before a cure was found, leprosy was synonymous with both fear and isolation. This man isn't seeing the sculpture with his eyes, he's understanding it with his fingertips. Believed to be visually impaired, he explores the artwork through touch. In the past, touch was one of the most human ways to experience art. This photo might be one of the strangest selfies ever taken in history. In 1928, French surrealist artist Yves Tanguy struck this striking pose inside a photo booth. Reflecting his reaction to the outside world, the image offers a rare glimpse into his inner psyche. This scene might be one of the most unsettling moments in television history. Aired in 1964, The Mask's episode of The Twilight Zone told the story of a curse that revealed the true nature of its characters. The mask wasn't just a costume. It was a punishment that exposed who they really were underneath. What happened to this hand is a painful reminder of the years when medicine had no answers. Taken in the early 1900s, this photo shows the effects of an advanced illness, leading to swollen tissue and loss of fingers. Images like this reveal how even ordinary diseases in the past could have devastating consequences. Armor from the Middle Ages, a weapon from the 20th century. This unusual photo was taken in Poland in 1934. Fully equipped, this police officer stands out in his bizarre protective gear, designed to face the uprisings of the era. This unsettling scene comes from a children's theater production. The costumes used in the 1908 staging of Goldilocks and the Three Bears were eerie enough to rival modern horror films. It remains one of the most bizarre stage designs in theater history. This invention was one of the first pedal-powered bicycles for water. Created in the early 1900s, this amphibious bicycle was a wild transportation idea designed to travel on both land and water. It went down in history as one of the era's most fascinating engineering experiments. In London, people slept in stairwells because bombs were raining down above. During the Blitz, underground stations became shelters for civilians. This powerful image shows how war forced everyday life to move beneath the surface. Its bite was powerful enough to swallow a car whole. This is the jaw of a megalodon. This massive replica reveals just how terrifyingly large this prehistoric shark was compared to a human. Captured in 1916, the photo is a chilling reminder of nature's ruthless scale. Don't be surprised. Yes, there was a talking robot in the 1930s. Built for the 1936 Texas Centennial Exposition, this mechanical man combined the era's imagination with early engineering, displayed with the words, "I am a mechanical man made by human hands." It was one of the first voices of the coming technological revolution. This hunk of metal was the ancestor of today's VR headsets. Developed in 1968 by Ivan Sutherland and his team, this head-mounted display, HMD, marked the first step toward augmented reality. Though its appearance was intimidating, this bizarre device became one of the most revolutionary milestones in tech history. Sir, you may be fined for not wearing a mask. This photo, taken in San Francisco in 1918, captures the severity of the Spanish flu pandemic. A scene that feels familiar today was unfolding over a century ago, proving that while pandemics change, the rules and reactions often remain strikingly similar. This double-headed Lambretta, built in Germany in 1953, added both practicality and peculiarity to the transportation designs of its time. 2 engines, 2 handlebars, but only 1 rider. A true head-turner, this design went down in history as one of engineering's most unusual experiments. Sometimes a single glance is enough to make the pain fade. In 1954, the reflection in a mirror at the foot of a wounded soldier's bed captures a smiling Marilyn Monroe. Her smile shines like a small ray of hope amid the darkness of war, a photo that immortalizes not her fame, but her power to lift spirits. In this photo taken in Finland's capital, the era's fascination with technology and imagination come together in a single frame. The massive vehicle, called the Superbus, wasn't just a bus. It was a promotional symbol embodying the dream of modern transportation. Among the soldiers aboard the HMS Westminster warship, one adorable companion stood out, a monkey named Jenny. More than just a mascot, Jenny was the crew's joy, confidant, and one of its most loyal members. Many ships of the time had animals as mascots, but Jenny's friendship was truly unforgettable. In this touching photo from 1925, a young boy poses with his loyal bulldog companion. The child's arm is gently wrapped around the dog, and the trust in their eyes speaks of a bond strong enough to outlast the years. For families struggling with poverty at the time, this kind of unconditional love was often their greatest comfort. This captivating photo features the Red Queen character on the set of Paramount's 1933 film, Alice in Wonderland. Blending the cinematic style of the era with a bizarre yet elegant costume, it draws viewers straight into Lewis Carroll's absurd and whimsical world. In this historic photo, Fidel Castro is seen reading a newspaper at his mountain base, where the flames of revolution were burning strong. His camouflage attire contrasts with the calm posture in a hammock, a quiet moment that underscores the power of staying informed, even in the midst of war. In this photo, Monroe rises gracefully at the ballet bar, a moment that reflects not just beauty, but determination. Her reflection in the mirror reveals the hard-working spirit behind the glamorous star. Long before becoming a pop culture icon, she, like every artist, spent countless hours in the rehearsal room.